All right, guys, it's Friday the 13th. Not a great day, right? Also, big terrorism alert day. But listen, this is crazy. We've been following the Israel war all week. We've been focusing on Israel war stocks. And that's the theme. Our number one pick of the day was Lockheed Martin, but we kind of switched that over to Northrop Grumman because of the strength in Northrop Grumman. But I got to tell you, something else is going on. All right. Let's go to the macro, and you're going to be able to see. Take a look at this. Bonds are up, but the rest of the market's crashing. Why is that happening? Well, look at gold and USO and VIX. This is the fear play. This is the war play. People are buying gold. They're expecting oil to go up. There's a great chance, unfortunately, for the war in Israel to spread into a regional war. It's not a good situation. I think we've recognized this. We've sold most of our long positions. We've added to shorting the market. You can do that anyhow you like. We have different vehicles to do that, whether it's puts or ETFs or whatever. But man, gold, we're long VIX calls, okay? Look at VIX. It's just exploding. This is the fear trade, guys. People are buying puts. When people buy puts, VIX goes up. But you got to look at this gold trade. And the thing that I want to get to is, I follow the news very closely, right? That's kind of like the whole point of story trading. It's to understand what's going on, what's the new information. The delta information causes the delta in price, and sentiment has a lot to do with that. And I have to tell you, what we're seeing today on a Friday before a long weekend, when things are really heating up geopolitically, I can really see all of these trades that are working right now. I can see them all exploding into the close. Okay. All of them being, let's go to being gold, VIX, oil. Okay. These three, it's not going to be on my morning show list. We'll get to the morning show list in a time. But gold, VIX, oil, I think that's the way to go. Shorts, protect yourself, man, because it's possible we get a breakout that people don't like, regional conflict over the weekend, and then Monday morning could be a disaster. Now, whether, we'll see. By the end of the day today, we'll probably pare some back. But the idea is, if other people are worried about Monday, then you can see a surge in all of these assets, at 2, 3, 3:30, into 4 p.m. because people want that hedge into Monday. But then hopefully nothing major happens over the weekend and we get a little bounce. So because of that possibility, I think right now we're going overweight for this trade. So the trade idea is go overweight now to get ahead of the big surge of buying that I think is still going to come by 4 p.m. in stocks like Northrop Grumman. Can see it there, defying the market. Lockheed Martin, new highs right now as we speak on Lockheed Martin. RTX, we cut that. Okay, it's acting weaker than the rest, so we're focused on Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin. All right, we're still in these gun stocks, but they're weaker. I mean, if the world is, if we're going towards World War III, who cares about gun stocks, right? They're more interested in shorting the market, gold, oil, stuff like that. But we still have some gun stocks because they're holding up okay. All right, POWW and SWBI holding up okay. But Geo, we got rid of Geo. I guess ankle monitoring, right? Like if there's like seriously like something, a big security issue here in the States, it's like it's too late for ankle monitoring. We're past that. You should have done the ankle monitoring the last few years. Now you got to deploy the military to the southern border, build the wall really fast. People want to buy their guns. So I can see why you have better strength in SWBI and POWW than you have in Geo today. All right. That's the story there. We can see it. Surprisingly, we talked about PSQH this morning and that it could have a big pop. And I get it, but I don't, at the same time, like I don't want to be long stocks unless we can do VIXy. All right, let me look at the VIX chart on my desktop. Maybe I'll switch to the desktop view in a second. Okay, yeah, I do have a VIX chart here, CBOE. All right, so we can do that. You know what? Let me present my desktop screen right over here. I've actually never done technicals on VIX before. I don't know if you can. Honestly, I don't think charts matter today. I really don't think in a situation like this, I do not think charts matter. All right, let's go to, here we go. But here's the daily on the VIX just to get some context of where it could go, where VIX has spiked to in the past. You can see we're down here at 19. And man, when's the last time we were like, let's say in the mid 20s? Last time we were in the mid 20s was, what date is that? Hold on. My dates are cut off. All right. Was, what happened in March 2023? I don't even remember. Oh, that was probably the regional banking crisis. This was probably the regional banking crisis. And then, what was it in COVID? Let's see what the VIX did in the COVID crash. COVID crash, VIX went over 75. All right. So we're sitting here at 19. I could definitely see VIX going up all afternoon. All right. And let's take a look at gold. Let's change this here. You can get a better view of this. In fact, let me move my banners here. Get a little, I can see that better. In fact, should I, here. Now you don't need to, now you get better. You can see better even. The icons here, that's in the way. Okay. So, okay, there you see. What is this? Is this gold or VIX? Gold. Wow, gold exploding into the close. Unbelievable. We grabbed, I got to tell you, we took a risk. We never do this, but we just played some daily lottos. We just got them like 20 minutes ago. We have some for next week. But gold, I just see this continuing. And I don't care about the chart. It's just a matter of time. It's 12 p.m. You have 4 more hours to the market close. So you have 4 more hours of buying. That's how I look at a day like today. All right. Like, charts don't matter. I really believe that on a day like today. Let's look at USO. All right. So USO, the same thing. This is, maybe riding up to 20. Let's see. Let's look at VIX again. All right. So, you know what I think? I think screw the chart. You have 4 more hours of people who want to protect their portfolios, buy puts to protect their portfolios. They're going to be doing that through the end of the day today. And that's the story. And okay, let's move back to this view. All right. If you have any questions, put in the chat. Let's see. What are we talking about? Man, the one thing I'm like really upset about and worried about, we got stuck in Yatra. And Yatra here, lots of excitement in India this morning. The stock was like up 10%. Earnings are coming Monday morning. But man, if a major war breaks out, regional war or something over the weekend, even if they crush earnings Monday morning, like honestly, I don't want, but I'm stuck in it. I have to be Yatra because we got stuck. We made a bad decision in the last month or two to get a huge position and there's no liquidity. We're doing the IPO play. It didn't work out. We made the decision to do it as an earnings play. And it's the last time we're going to hold any big swing position. After this, we're going to be almost purely a day trading operation. But earnings Monday morning, and like even if we wanted to sell, we couldn't really sell. There's no liquidity. So that's the one thing I'm worried about. I do not want to be long stocks if it's not related to war. I don't, unfortunately. So you can see here SWBI trying to turn green yesterday. Yesterday it was similar pattern. It was down all day. Look what it did at the end of the day. This Smith and Wesson. I have to tell you, I talked about it this morning. Everyone in my universe is talking about getting guns. I've never ever experienced such a thing in my life. Okay, that's SWBI. This is POWW ammunition. Okay, they also sell guns and ammunition. So these I could see doing well into the close as well. So really, that's what I'm focused on. Raytheon is really underperforming. So what we're going to do is move up SWPI, move up POWW. Let's see if we can add. I'm going to add. Let's see if we can add some stuff here. I usually do this on the morning show, but special show for you guys here at 12 p.m. We're gonna pay. Let's pick a top 5 into the close because I think this day's just getting started. All right, let's pick a top 5 into the close. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna put gold in our top 5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I love the TD app except for this part. All right, it should be one tap to the top. And anyway, TD app is shutting down in like 3 weeks. Okay, so we got gold up here. Oil. Can I add oil here? I'd love to have oil. I would love to have VIXI first. All right. Let's see what we got to delete. Do I want team SC? Okay, I'm deleting SFET and I'm deleting Safe Foods. All right. Too bad. So sad. I only have 300 stocks. So let's go over here now. And what we're going to do is add a proxy for VIXI. VIX. That's a VIXI ETF. Okay. So we're going to take VIXI to the top. And let's see. There's a time to put comments in and Rumble or on YouTube. I'm sorry if you're watching on Twitter. I'm not monitoring any questions or comments. You got to hop on over, click the link, come to YouTube, or just go to rumble.com StoryTrading, youtube.com StoryTrading, and we can take any questions over there. All right. So we're putting VIXI at the top of the list. We're putting gold at the top of the list. And I'm going to put oil at the top of the list. This is helpful for me too for the rest of the day so I can monitor these things closer. So let's do this. Oops. Come on. All right. And while I do that, we can add back the... All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's look at a chart. That's the VIX. Let's look at gold. Holy smokes, there's gold. Gold just does not stop. Riding up this 20 period moving average. 1 minute lines had a couple tails below it. And I think that's the play here today, is just continue monitoring that 20 moving average. All right. Now we got USO up here. Okay. So now let's take a look at this. We'll go back to my phone. Here we go. And now we're going to try to pick a top 5 for the rest of the day. All right. So we got our beautiful defense stocks here. We have gold. Oh, we have the VIX. I love the VIX on a day like today. We have oil, and then we have our gun stocks. Okay, so now let's put it together. We got 7 stocks here. Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, gold, VIX, USO, and then the gun stocks, SWBI and POWW. Honestly, I like all of them. And especially since SWBI and POWW, they're like lagging. Now they're coming back. I really like that too. I really like that because let's see what the markets are doing. Are they coming back because the market's bouncing back? Not really. Let's check SPY. And then we'll check IWM and ARC for a second. Nah, that market's not really... not coming back there. ARC? Not coming back there. So I really like SWBI and POW. POW's at high of day, basically. Well, 225, very close. So now you're seeing this separation of this individual stock performance in this theme of guns. Okay, the theme of guns. People want to protect themselves here in the homeland. So I could see a nice afternoon in SWBI and POW. There we go, POW. Now we're at the high of the day, 225 ask. All right. So I think I'd like to have some diversity here because these other ones have been running all day, and it does get scary when you're up all day. You're like, is it going to keep it? Look at gold. Oh my gosh, is it going to keep going, or when is it going to? Is the run going to end and get exhausted? But that's why I think think of it almost as a hedge, right? If Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin and gold kind of peak out early, well, look, now SWBI and power are starting to come up. So I think this is our entire portfolio right now. I want to have a full portfolio of defense, gold, VIX, oil, and gun stocks. And that's what I want to be in the rest of the day. Almost my entire portfolio dedicated to this. And my partner is listening to me right now. So maybe he's reviewing our allocations and we'll be making some changes as I'm speaking. I'm not sure what he's doing there right now. But with that, let me see. We got nice amount of people. Wow, look at gold. Keep going. Unbelievable. This is epic stuff going on with gold. All right. So, any questions? Comments? PSQH keeps going, man. Little surprising. 30%. Wow. Okay. Interesting stuff going on there. I mean, it's been down relentlessly. They had some news this morning. We went over the news. I discussed why I'm not interested. I guess that was the wrong decision, but that's okay because we are doing well on these stocks. Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, gold. All right, so these are the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks for the rest of the afternoon. Do we want to pick one that's going to outperform the rest? Should we try that? This is what we do on the show every morning at 9 a.m. And by the way, when we do the show every morning at 9 a.m., that number one pick we pick, 90% of the time or 88% of the time, the price at the close is higher than the price at the open. Okay? And very often, if you buy it at 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m. when our show ends, you'll do even better than the 9:30 a.m. open because often you see a surge between 9 and 9:30 a.m. So which one's going to be first? I don't know which one's going to be first, but I'm going to try. We'll try to do this game here. VIXI keeps going up. Gold keeps going up. I love it. All right. Which one's going to be the number one? Is it going to be defense? You know what? I think it's going to have to be either gold or VIX because, if people are really fearful about the end of the world coming, or nuclear war, or World War III, hopefully that doesn't happen. But if people are really afraid of that, then companies don't matter, but a physical asset matters, like a resource like gold or oil. Maybe VIX matters if people are shorting the market, but this is really about the fear of that happening, not that it will happen, because guess what? If it happens, doesn't matter what you do. All right, you're not going to be able to access any of this money. If there's a nuclear war, forget about it. Doesn't matter what you do, you won't be able to access your gold. By the way, if you want to access actual gold, you got to be in PHYS. If you own PHYS, you can convert your PHYS into physical gold. If you have GLD, you can't do that. You're out of luck. Okay. So, but in any case, my point is, if there's an actual nuclear war, doesn't matter. Anything you do, you think you're a hero today, genius, doesn't matter. You won't have anything. All right. And you won't be able to withdraw it from the financial markets. This is a play on the fear of people thinking that can happen and hoping it doesn't happen. That's the play, okay? The play is everything will be peaceful and everything will blow over, but people are afraid of this stuff. So we're going to buy this stuff into the close because people are worried about a weekend. And as I'm talking, you see it playing out. Look at gold. I'm looking at the gold chart on my desktop here. There it is. It just does not stop, man. Wow. Some lottos for today might really pay. I wonder how high can this go? Let's look at the options on gold. Let's see. Out of the money. Let's see. What are people betting on? The biggest volume, people are still betting on 179s. 25 cents for the 179s. 180s are 8 cents. I'm not advocating any of this, by the way. We have some gold calls mostly for next week, expiring next week. Anyway, that's what we're focused on today. Let's see what we got over on Rumble. All right. So today we came in giving you Lockheed Martin as a number. Really focused also on SWBI, POW, and GEO. Doesn't look like GEO's working out, but SWBI and POW coming around. Look at that. SWBI swinging positive. This is beautiful. I love it. SWBI. That's doing well. So that's it, man. That's the story for the I as I was going through the list, and I didn't realize you guys weren't seeing that. So hopefully everything will be just fine, and there won't be any problems. I could definitely see an escalation of things realistically, right? I'm playing on people's fears right now for a move into the close, but realistically, over the weekend, we could see an escalation. Odds are, it seems like we will see some sort of escalation, but we'll get over this. Most likely, everything, it's just fear for a couple weeks, whatever it is, and we'll get over it, and everything will go back to normal, and we'll be good. All right, and then because of that, because there won't be any nuclear war or anything over the weekend, we'll see you here at 9 a.m. Monday, where we go through this process. I spend many, many hours every single morning and the night before. I wake up at like 4 a.m. reading all the news, and I come up with like the top 5 picks for the day and a number 1 pick for the day. So if you want to see that show, 9 a.m. Eastern, you go to storytrading.com/app. You download the app, and you get a free trial. And we'll see you Monday at 9 a.m. Everyone pray. Okay, everyone be positive. Things are going to be good. And we'll get over this. It's just some fears, and everything will be good. We'll see you Monday at 9 a.m., everyone. Thanks for joining us.